The Indiana Fever are once again at the center of a social media storm, this time facing criticism for a post that many fans suspect may have been powered by artificial intelligence. As we gear up for the 2026 season, this controversy raises critical questions about authenticity and the use of technology in sports communication. Where are you watching from today? We want to hear your thoughts on this situation. On Saturday, the Fever took to X, unleashing a multi-paragraph message designed to energize the fan base. But rather than rallying the troops, the post sparked allegations of AI involvement. The text proclaimed, "It's different now. You see it in the way we play. You feel it in how we rise. Because this team doesn't break. This team doesn't quit. And our people don't wait for permission to show up big." While the sentiment was undeniably stirring, the delivery seemed too polished for some fans, prompting speculation that the words might not have come from a human hand. This is not the first time the Fever have found themselves in hot water over their social media strategy. Just days earlier, Caitlin Clark had called out her own team for a distorted image of her hand in an Instagram post featuring Aaliyah Boston. Clark's humorous quip, "New hand alert," highlighted the growing scrutiny over how the Fever are presenting themselves online. Reports surfaced that an AI tool had been employed to merge two photos in that carousel, yet the team has remained tight-lipped about the specifics of the technology used. Sources close to the situation have indicated that this AI feature was part of a broader design software workflow being tested for content creation. While the image in question has since been removed, the ramifications of this incident linger, especially with fans questioning the integrity of the Fever's messaging. It raises significant concerns. Are we moving toward a future where genuine fan engagement is sacrificed for the sake of efficiency? What's particularly troubling is that the Fever's recent slip-ups don't appear to be isolated incidents. They reflect a larger trend in sports where AI is increasingly woven into the fabric of content creation. Take, for instance, Seattle Mariners broadcaster Angie Mentink, who recently made headlines for utilizing Google Gemini to craft post-game interview questions. Rather than shy away from the backlash, Mentink embraced it, stating that she was always learning. Her transparency and humor in the face of criticism stand in stark contrast to the Fever's more defensive posture. The Fever are certainly not alone in navigating these tumultuous waters, yet their approach to the situation has left much to be desired. The use of AI can enhance workflows, but it also comes with pitfalls, particularly when it comes to authenticity and the emotional connection that fans expect from their teams. As the WNBA continues to grow, the Indiana Fever must tread carefully to ensure they don't alienate their loyal supporters. The larger question remains, how will the Fever adapt moving forward? Will they choose to engage more openly with their fans about the technology they're using, or will they continue to risk their credibility? This situation demands immediate attention, and fans are clearly eager for answers. As we transition to the next topic, the Fever's handling of their social media strategy will undoubtedly remain a focal point of discussion. What will they do next, and how will they learn from these missteps? The stakes are high, and all eyes will be on Indiana as they navigate this evolving landscape. The Indiana Fever are once again grappling with the absence of their promising rookie, Justine Pisset. The 6'4" guard forward has missed her second consecutive game due to a nagging lower leg injury, raising concerns about her readiness for the upcoming season. As fans, we find ourselves asking, how much longer can the Fever afford to be without her? Where are you watching from, and what are your thoughts on Pisset's injury? On Saturday night, Pisset was sidelined for the preseason finale against the Nigerian women's national team, having also missed a previous loss to the Dallas Wings. Fever head coach Stephanie White provided an update, revealing that Pisset has been consulting with doctors throughout the week. While this situation is undoubtedly frustrating, there is a glimmer of hope. According to White, there is optimism that Pisset could be back on the practice court in about a week. However, she will continue to meet with medical professionals to ensure that her recovery is on the right track. Pisset made her debut for the Fever on April 25th, showcasing her potential during the preseason opener against the New York Liberty. In that game, she came off the bench to contribute 8 points on 2 of 4 shooting, along with 1 rebound, 4 assists, and a pair of three-pointers, all in just 10 minutes of action. Her performance hinted at the talent that led Indiana to select her as the 25th overall pick in the 2026 WNBA draft. Prior to joining the Fever, Pisset had an impressive senior season with the Vanderbilt Commodores, where she played 34 games and averaged 11.1 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.3 assists in nearly 30 minutes per game. Her ability to stretch the floor, knocking down 2.8 three-pointers per game at a remarkable 42.2% clip, caught the attention of scouts and ultimately helped her secure a place on the Fever's roster. While Pisset may not be an established star just yet, her potential to carve out a role in White's rotation is evident. However, this injury could prove to be a significant hurdle for her as she strives to solidify her spot within the team. If she can overcome this setback, Pisset has the chance to become a valuable asset for the Fever as they prepare for their regular season opener against the Wings on May 9th. As the Fever navigate this precarious situation, fans are left to ponder how Pisset's absence affects the team dynamic and what it means for the Fever's chances in the upcoming season. Will her return in time for the regular season be enough to make a difference? What adjustments will the team need to make in her absence? The Fever are poised for a crucial season, and while injuries are an unfortunate part of the game, the resilience of this team will be tested. Stay tuned as we continue to follow Pisset's recovery and the Fever's journey ahead. Next, we'll delve into the Fever's roster updates and discuss potential trades that could bolster the team's prospects this season. In a preseason showdown that had fans on the edge of their seats, the Indiana Fever faced off against Paige Bueckers and the Dallas Wings. The game took a concerning turn when Caitlin Clark, one of the league's brightest stars, suffered an injury scare. Limping off the court in the third quarter, there was palpable anxiety among Fever supporters. But let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Clark reassured everyone post-game that it was merely a hard landing on her kneecaps. Thankfully, the two-time All-Star was back on the hardwood for Saturday's preseason finale against the Nigerian women's basketball team, putting many fears to rest. However, the night wasn't without its own drama. Monique Billings, who had just joined the Fever in a high-profile off-season move, also found herself in a precarious situation. The 6'4" forward went down in the first half after twisting her right ankle, a concerning moment for a player who has so much potential in the upcoming season. Billings was seen limping off the court in the second quarter when she inadvertently landed on a Nigerian player's foot. But hold on, there's a silver lining. After a brief trip to the locker room, Billings returned to the bench, showing no signs of ice on her ankle and still sporting her shoes and socks. This leads us to cautiously optimistic speculation about her condition. At halftime, the Fever held a commanding 70-29 lead, indicating that perhaps the injury wasn't serious enough to sideline her for long. Yet, despite the favorable score, the team's decision to keep Billings off the court for the rest of the game underscores the cautious approach they are taking with their star recruit. After all, she was a major signing this offseason, brought in on a 2-year, $1.6 million contract after a solid season with the Golden State Valkyries. Billings has started all 3 preseason games under head coach Stephanie White, and fans are eager to see how she will fit into the starting lineup come the regular season. The Fever's coaching staff and management are undoubtedly weighing the pros and cons of managing her health versus the need for on-court chemistry and integration with the rest of the team. As of now, there hasn't been an official word on Billings' status moving forward, but with the regular season opener against the Dallas Wings looming on May 9th, one has to wonder whether she'll be ready to take the court. Given the context of Saturday's blowout, it seems prudent for the Fever to err on the side of caution. The last thing anyone wants is a lingering injury that could derail her season before it even begins. Fans, where are you watching from? What are your thoughts on Clark and Billings' injuries? Do you think the Fever are managing their star players effectively? Leave your comments below. We want to hear your opinions. As we wrap up this segment, it's clear that while the Fever are navigating some injuries, the overall outlook remains promising. The team has shown resilience and depth, which will be crucial as they gear up for a challenging season ahead. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates, and let us know what you think about the Indiana Fever's prospects this year. Your engagement fuels the passion for this team.